नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस को हमारे साथ याद करने के लिए आपको एक बार फिर से शुक्रिया। नेताजी की मौत की जांच के लिए बने जस्टिस मनोज मुखर्जी कमीशन की जांच के बाद क्या क्या बड़ी बातें सामने आई, वो भी हम आपको आज दिखाएंगे। मुखर्जी कमीशन ने नेताजी की मौत से जुड़ी सारी कहानियों को एक साथ रखा। पहली कहानी है नेताजी की मौत अगस्त 1945 में जापान के काएहिको फार्मोसा में एक दुर्घटना में हुई। दूसरी कहानी यह है कि 1945 में नेताजी की हत्या कर दी गई। यह भी कहा गया कि नेताजी की मृत्यु साधु का जीवन जीते हुए 1977 में हुई। यह भी दावा किया गया कि नेताजी का देहांत मध्य प्रदेश के शिवपुखलम में हुआ। और पांचवी कहानी यह बताई गई कि नेताजी की मौत गुमनामी बाबा के रूप में उत्तर प्रदेश के फैजाबाद में हुई। अनीता जी हमारे साथ हैं, नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस की पुत्री। Anita ji, have you heard about Gumnami Baba? A lot of people say that Gumnami Baba was actually Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.
I certainly have heard about him, and I think the Mukherjee Commission dealt with this theory about who he might be or what may have become of him, and came to the conclusion that he was not, if I'm not mistaken. Some DNA tests were taken, and it was proved that he was not my father. And incidentally, he was not the only one over the years who were suspected of being Netaji. I remember talking to a gentleman who was about 8 inches taller than he was, but he was also very fair, and he had become a sannyasi, and so he was asked whether he was Netaji. He said, "Now look here, I'm 8 inches taller, I can't be Netaji." He said, "Oh, it would have been easy for Netaji to grow another 8 inches." I mean, what do you do with people who have this level of argumentation?
But did you ever try to meet all those people just to find out maybe it might turn up?
No, I did not.
You might meet your father one day like this.
No, I did not, because I had never really, I had no recollection of meeting my father. So my meeting this or that person would not really have contributed anything. I know that some of my relatives met some of the people who were suspected of being my father, very often not making a big issue about it and calling the press and so on. But I think there is maybe the wish that he had come back to his country, but I think there is no substance to these somewhat fantastic stories.
One more story, one more question to you, Anita ji. Gandhi ji is still living in this country through different schemes, through government, through political parties, through his philosophy, through his thoughts. So is Pandit Nehru, and so are others also who contributed to the independence of this country. But do you think Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose is also living today equally through his philosophy, supported by the government, through different schemes? Do you think much more could have been done to keep him alive through his thoughts and philosophy?
The man you mentioned certainly live in their ideas. Netaji lives in his ideas and in the love of his countrymen and countrywomen. I think this is the utmost you can give to a person, to honor him, revere him in that way and love him after so many years. On the other hand, I would say the sort of the public policy has certainly not been very much in favor of emphasizing his contribution to the country, and I always felt especially hurt that the members of the INA, the veterans, got unfair treatment by India. Ultimately, I think maybe they were those people who almost sacrificed the most, many of them really risking their life in a very real manner, and it was not only leaders, but was very simple people, very partly uneducated people who really sacrificed everything for India, even though they didn't live in India at the time. And first of all, India never accepted them into the armed forces, which may have been a clever way to do, but certainly not a fair one. After all, those who had served the empire, the British Empire, in suppressing India, had a career in the army after that.
But Indian Army still uses Jai Hind.
Yeah, that is of course true, and India still uses the national anthem, which my father had chosen too. But in other ways, I think there was always attempt to sort of play down the contribution that he had
It was
made.
played down.
I think it was played down, emphasizing only the non-violence movement. And on the other hand, I would say that Gandhiji was also not treated in a fair way, because towards the end, his opposition to partition, for example, was not heeded, and he was left alone by all those people who had been bowing to him and bowing to his judgments. And he was certainly opposed to the partition with good reason, and tried to alleviate some of the worst after effects. And in a way, the tragic thing is today, I think Gandhiji very much lives in many of the movements throughout the world, but maybe less in his own country, because he inspired many of the civil disobedience movements, whether against nuclear energy or for peace or many other things throughout the world. But in India, somehow I have a feeling that India partly went away, leaving his ideas behind, maybe with good reason. You cannot build up a modern country on cottage industry and all that.
Anitaji, Zee News had made a documentary on Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, which all our viewers had liked it. They appreciated it. Recently, we had played this documentary again. We will like to gift this documentary to you for your personal viewing as well, from our side.
Thank you very much.
A small
we will watch it with great interest.
To you. And as we said, will you like to say something to the nation?
I would like to say something to the young people of the nation, particularly because they are the future of India. Then partly in a globalized world, they are also having an important role in the future of the world at large. I think the young people of today are caught up, of course, in a struggle for their own living, for their own well-being, for their own career, for their own family life. But I think they can take an example from people like my father, can also contribute to a peaceful world.
Yeah. Professor Faf, will you like to settle down in India someday with your beautiful wife?
Well, I lived in India for 4 years before I met Anita, and we spoke from time to time about coming to India. But then our children, they had school during December, January, so they couldn't come. And in August, we felt it was too hot. But we have spoken about the idea of spending a longer time period in India, and we've been looking around where we would be going. So yes, I could conceive of that.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for being here. हमने देश के नायक सुभाष चंद्र बोस की जिंदगी और मौत से जुड़े रहस्य का कुछ हिस्सा आप तक पहुंचाने की छोटी सी कोशिश की। ये कोशिश इसलिए थी ताकि देश को उसके नायक का वो सच पता चल सके जो आज तक पर्दे में रहा। हमारा मकसद सिर्फ इतना है कि आने वाली पीढ़ी को ये पता चल सके कि नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस कौन थे, उनकी जिंदगी कैसी रही, वो क्या चाहते थे, उनकी मौत कैसे हुई और उस पर अब तक सस्पेंस क्यों है, और हम नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस के किस कदर कर्जदार हैं। सुभाष चंद्र बोस जैसे रोल मॉडल के बारे में जानकर आपको अगर जरा सी भी तसल्ली मिली हो तो हम समझेंगे कि हमारा मकसद सफल रहा। लेकिन सही मायने में हमारा मकसद तभी पूरा होगा जब नेताजी की मौत का सच भी देश के सामने आएगा, और यकीन मानिए हम इस मकसद के लिए लड़ते रहेंगे, कोशिश करते रहेंगे। इसी वायदे के साथ आप सबका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, आपने नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस के लिए इतना वक्त निकाला। जय हिंद।
जय हिंद।